Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Hello, and welcome to my review of the new film Funny People, directed by Judd Apatow and starring Adam Sandler and Seth Rogen. Now, if you haven't heard of Judd Apatow yet, then you must not have been watching any comedy films in the last 3 years, because this is the man who brought us movies like 40-Year-Old Virgin and Knocked Up. I'll be honest, I think you'll have to agree with me here that those aren't really smart comedies, are they? No. That's why it's such a shock and really a pleasure to see this kind of a film from him, because contrary to what's been said by a lot of reviewers, this is not a romantic comedy. You'd have to miss the point of the film entirely to assume it was all about the romance in the film. The romance only serves to explain the true plot in the film, to be honest about it. I mean, the real point in the film, and the real point that it tries to drive home, is one that Apatow masterfully weaves subtly and intricately and delicately into the story, so much so that it's almost hard to catch if you're not paying attention. You could foreseeably end up leaving the theater wondering what the point of the film is if you're not paying attention to it, because the small, short bursts of brilliance from Adam Sandler are so well done that they blend in with the rest of the film. I really think this is done on purpose, but I'm sure some people will leave the theater confused regardless. But it doesn't really matter, because the film's so funny and amusing and entertaining that even if you don't understand it, you'll probably leave the theater having enjoyed it at least a little bit. But I have to say, I feel Judd Apatow has turned in probably his best work yet with this film, and it's probably the darkest film he's done yet, too. Through the darkness, we hear some really funny humor, but through the humor, we hear some deep, important messages as well. One particular scene that strikes me as an example is when we see Seth Rogen's character, Ira, talking with musician James Taylor, and Ira asks him, "Do you really like playing the same song over and over again?" To which James Taylor retorts something to the effect of, "Do you really like talking about your dick over and over again?" I mean, that has a really important message for the film, and you wouldn't think it just from hearing it, but that says a lot, honestly. So if you had missed the point of the film, then you might understand a little bit more about it if you think about that term and, apply it to what you do know about the film. The deep messages in scenes like this are secretly pervasive throughout the whole film, and they just make it so much fun to watch. The acting was fantastic, as everyone delivered a great performance. I think sometimes people think Adam Sandler just plays the same type of character over and over again, and you might be tempted to assume that about his character in this film, as he plays a middle-aged comedian, which is a position he is quickly entering into in real life. However, the truth of the matter is that Adam Sandler plays a character in George Simmons who is a real jerk that still has a lot to learn about life and how to live it. The fact that Adam Sandler is able to play this character shows that he knows a little bit about it, but that's not where he's coming from. Seth Rogen plays a lovable but gullible upstart comedian called Ira Wright, whom George Simmons takes a liking to, and I won't give anything else away, because, honest honestly, Ira plays such a big role in the movie, and Seth does so good of a job with his role in this movie than he has probably ever done before in any other movie since or before this. Rogen has really come into his own, and he flaunts it on the big screen in this film. There are a number of special appearances from random celebrities in this film, including an incredibly funny scene with Eminem and Ray Romano. But I feel I wouldn't be doing justice to Apatow's fine work if I didn't mention the work of his wife, Leslie Mann, and their two children, Maud and Iris Apatow. Leslie just delivered an amazing performance as yet another key character in this secretly unfolding character study of George Simmons. With the connections between family and friends in this movie so prevalent, the film feels more independent than might be expected with all the big budget actors involved. But at a budget of about $75 million, it seems that everyone involved was not afraid to chip in for a special little film that felt more like a funny valentine to everyone in Hollywood than the big budget blockbuster it might appear to be. This is a movie for everyone, but it's most definitely directed for the most part towards the lifestyle of the entertainer. As a director, it's not an easy task to pull off without seeming condescending, but Apatow succeeds in every way imaginable with this film. I have to give this movie an A because it was well crafted, well acted out, and it was an intelligent comedy that might confuse many, but will entertain many more. Thanks for watching my review. I hope you liked it, and I hope you come back for more when I bring you my review of District 9, directed by Peter Jackson, on the 14th of August.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.